Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is out, and with it, there's a new Zombies mode. It's quite different than what we used to from Modern Warfare 3, where we had a big open world map to explore. These are small maps with limited objectives, with waves after waves of zombies coming at you. It took quite a lot of playing to figure out exactly how to be efficient while playing zombies in Black Ops 6, so I wanted to share some tips with you guys of what made my life easier in this mode, especially if you're playing solo like I do, where things are much harder and you need to be efficient to survive the onslaught. My number one tip for playing Black Ops 6 Zombies is, in each wave, you leave one zombie alive. You just kill everything that you can as quickly as possible, or without taking much damage or any damage at all. Just run around in circles, run away as soon as zombies start approaching you, and once you're down to a couple, just leave one alive. This tactic makes it possible for you to run around the map, go through all the unlocked areas, get your upgrades, lets you explore, lets you take a breather, calm your nerves down a little bit. And then once you're ready for the next wave, you shoot that last zombie and you start the next wave on your terms when you're ready, refilled, restocked, and reloaded. You also have to be careful with your resources. The money that you get from killing zombies, the salvage that randomly drops from them, is a scarce and limited resource. So I recommend that you don't unlock every gate and every pathway that you see. Preserve your credits and instead buy an armor upgrade. Level 2 is gonna set you back for 4,000 credits, and pack a punch your weapon, which is another 5,000 credits. And then to put the cherry on top, go and upgrade your weapon's rarity level by 1 for 250 salvage. And while we're on the subject of salvage, collect any and all salvage so you can upgrade the rarity of your weapon. Upgrading the rarity of your weapon is significantly going to raise your DPS and make killing zombies much easier, especially in the later levels when you get the armored and heavy armored zombies. Also, a pro tip: if you go and customize your weapon that you come into zombies with, you can find attachments that are gonna boost some of the stats just for zombies. For example, this LMG, when you put a suppressor on it, it's gonna increase the chance of getting more salvage. So take a look at different attachments for your weapons and see which ones are gonna boost the stats you need in zombies the most. And while we're talking about being stingy in the game, I'd recommend never buying ammo until you absolutely have to. So until you're down to your last dozen bullets, I wouldn't spend money on buying ammo. There's several waves of enemies that are going to reward you with a full ammo refill, and in later stages of the game, when you kill manglers, they're going to drop ammo boxes for you. So you can refill your ammo by not purchasing it. Also, pack-a-punching your weapon or raising its rarity is going to refill your ammo as well. I found this pretty important and useful while playing zombies, and that is to get the loot keys from manglers and other boss enemies or elite enemies that start appearing after wave 10. Once you get that loot key in Liberty Falls, visit the bank and enter the vault. The video showing you how to enter the vault in Liberty Falls is linked in the description. There's an armory on Terminus as well where you can do the same thing. Once you get a loot key, go to the armory, loot one of the weapon cabinets there, and the loot you're gonna get from there is random, but it can be money, it can be salvage, it can be a new weapon of higher rarity, it can even be rarity upgrades for your current weapon. So it's a very useful way to get free resources. And you're gonna have to kill those bosses anyways, so why not take advantage of the game mechanic and pick up those loot keys and spend them to get some much needed free stuff. There's these special events called SAMs or SAMs and they will appear on the map. You'll get a notification in the game, and if you look at the sky, you're gonna see a beam of light going to the sky with a circle up on top. Just follow that beam of light, activate the SAM. It's gonna start throwing zombies at you and require you to kill them a certain way. If you're successful with it and get to the legendary reward status for it, you'll get some pretty sweet rewards that way as well. I believe SAMs appear only a limited number of times during a single game, so I would do each and every one if you want the max rewards. It's so easy to die in Black Ops 6 Zombies. One moment you're full of health, full of armor, and the next you're surrounded by a bunch of zombies and dead on the floor. The one thing that can save you is the self-revive item. You start each match with one of those in your inventory already. Once you die, you can self-revive, but from then on, you're on your own. You can actually go to a crafting table and use your salvage. It's 1500 salvage for one self-revive. As soon as you die, I would recommend you make your way to a crafting table and get your self-revive back on, because it's a must-have in this mode. So here's another tip for you to consider, because both Liberty Falls and Terminus have wonder weapons that you can actually get for free without spending anything, but you need to craft them. So on Liberty Falls you have the jet gun wonder weapon that you can craft. The jet gun is actually pretty good in disposing of smaller enemies. It draws them in and minces them basically. It doesn't spend ammo, it regenerates its ammo. So that's a very useful thing to have when you're out of resources. I'll link a video in the description to how to get and craft the jet gun wonder weapon. But basically you need to go to the motel. There's gonna be a room out of which zombies burst out and the workbench inside. And it requires you to find 3 items: a pressure gauge from the bowling alley, electric wire from the electronics store, and a handbrake from the shack next to the graveyard. Once you get those items, go back to the workbench, craft your wonder weapon, and you're gonna have a great gold rarity weapon that you can pack a punch, and that's gonna be useful even in waves 25 and onwards. There's also wonder weapon that you can craft on Terminus as well. It's a different wonder weapon with arcing electricity, and it's got a lot of steps to creating it as well, but that effort is well rewarded because that weapon pack-a-punch can really help you in later stages. And my final tip is more of an Easter egg. I really didn't expect this to happen, but if you go to your operators before you start your zombies run, there's 4 operators that are actually designed just for the zombies mode. Carver, Weaver, Gray, and Maya are ex-Requiem, and they have this special sign that says dedicated crew operator, which means that if you play as this operator in Zombies, you'll get an enhanced story experience and unique content. So you'll get these little dialogues with NPCs, extra information about relationship with the NPCs in both maps. I think Maya and Gray are for Liberty Falls, and Carver and Weaver are for Terminus, but I'm not really sure. In any case, I had more fun playing zombies with these operators than with the other ones. And who knows, maybe some of the operators that are in the game right now or are going to be released have special zombie content further down the road, so keep an eye out for this one. I sincerely hope these tips are going to help you conquer zombies and make your life easier in this quite stressful mode, especially when you're playing solo, and that you're going to be able to get to the final bosses and defeat them and probably showcase your achievement to other Call of Duty Black Ops 6 players. If it did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more content like this, and this is the Noob signing out. Oh, and also, if any of you have additional tips, please leave them in the comments below this video and I'll make sure to include them in the next video.